Hey guys, welcome to RoboSiddhi and you are watching ESP32 course. So if you remember, in previous videos we have blink an LED. Then we have seen how you can blink multiple LEDs, how you can use multiple GPIO pins. You can use them to control LEDs. Now in this video we are going to take a look at another component which is switch. So switch is very essential for so many projects, right? So this is a simple switch and we call it a push button. Okay, this is a push button switch, which means to activate it you have to push it like this and it will be on. So now in this video we are going to control an LED. We are going to take inputs from this switch. This is basically your first type of sensor. So you are going to learn how you can use input and how you can take input from any kind of component. So let's see how we can do it, and let's see how the code is there, how the connections are there. So let's make it and let's build it. Let's go. Okay guys, so these are the components we need to perform this experiment. A ESP32 cable, ESP32 board, this LED, a register, and this jumper wire. So this is what we have done in previous video. This setup is from LED blink code. Okay, so this is what I have still. Okay, so this is how I set up and I didn't touch it, I didn't remove anything. Now additionally we need some components. First of all we need this is a switch push button. All right, then we need a register, and then we need jumper wires. Okay, so male to male jumper wires. All right, now let me show you how this works. Okay, so here you can see that there are 4 terminals. Okay, 1 2 3 and 4. Now you might be a little bit confused because we have seen that there are switches and each switch have 2 terminals. Now this one has 4, so this is a little bit confusing. So don't worry, just use diagonal pins. Okay, so if I want to use this pin is my switch. Okay, I have to use this pin for output. Okay, if I want to use this, I will use this diagonally. Okay, don't use this and this together, this and this together, no, this and this together, no. Okay, you can use this one and this one, but most of the time we get confused, so I will use this one and this one, so no error will be there. Okay, now we have to attach it on our breadboard. So we have to look how we are going to do that. It's a little bit confusing. So what we can do is we can do it here. Okay, so my breadboard has no space left here, so I will attach it here like this. Okay, so my breadboard is ran out of space, so I will connect it here. Okay, and then we are going to use this pin. Okay, there is a ground, I will connect ground and this pin. We have to make a pull down register. Okay, this is a pull down configuration. All right, so this is connected, and okay, so how I have connected here is I have connected it to ground first, and then I will connect it to one terminal of our switch like this. All right, now we have to give input to the. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to connect it to the input. Okay, so we are going to use pin number 5 for input. All right, so I will connect it to pin number 5. All right, we have connected to pin number 5. Okay, so this. All right, now we are going to use 5 volt, and we are going to connect 5 volt here on this terminal, and this is the 5 volt, so I will connect it here. All right, so what I have done here is I have done a pull down configuration. Okay, so what will happen is whenever I press this switch, the connection will be complete and the current will flow from here to pin number 5. Okay, so connection is complete. I will also add the connection files schematic in the video description, so you don't get confused, and also you can do it. Okay, now let's go, let's program it and let's see how it works. Okay guys, so let's program it and let's see how we can control it using programming. First of all, we have to go to word setup. All right, and I will define my pin. So if you remember, we have used pin number 2 for LED. Okay, so that will be our output pin, and I have used pin number 5 for input. Okay, so that is connected to our switch. All right, so let's do that and let's connect it like that. Okay, so first of all I will define my pin modes. Okay, pin mode, I'm using pin number 2 as output because that's how we are going to lit up our LED, and then we are going to use pin mode 5. Okay, so we are going to put 5 as input because that's where we have connected our switch. So I will define 5 as input pin. So I have defined 5 as input. Alright, so everything is perfect till now. Now what we have to do is we have to use if else condition. Alright, we have to use if else condition. So we have to write if here. Alright, if digital read. Okay, if digital read 5 where we have connected our switch is high. Okay, what I have done here is I have basically defined that I'm using pin number 5 here. Okay, that's where we have connected our switch, and when the switch is pressed, voltage will flow from 5 volt to our fifth pin. Okay, this is where we have connected our input. Okay, so in that case, our Arduino, our ESP32 can detect that there's someone who is pressing the switch, and this logic will be true. Okay, if we press the switch, voltage will flow from 5 volt to the pin number 5, and then we are reading it using this digital read function. Okay, digital read is a function which is used to read low values or high values. Okay, only two values it can read, low or high. If you are going to give it 5, it will become high. If you are going to give it 0 volt, it will become low. Okay, so this is how it's there. Now what is if else condition? Okay, let's suppose it's raining outside. Okay, and when it's raining, if it's raining, you will take your umbrella and you will go out. But else, if it's not raining, what will happen? You will not carry umbrella. Okay, so that's how the if else state is there. Okay, let's take another example. If you are thirsty, you will drink water, else you won't drink water. Okay, so that's the same logic that we are going to apply here. If digital read is on fifth pin and it's reading high, which means the fifth pin is getting high. Okay, what will happen? We are going to write it here. Okay, our LED which is connected on pin number 2. Okay, so what we are going to do is digital write 2, and I will write it as high. Okay, now suppose if we are not pressing the switch, then in that condition what will happen? We are basically going to make it like this, digitalWrite. Alright, so this is how the code is there. Okay, so let me explain you one more time what's happening here. Let me format it correctly. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are basically reading the status of our fifth pin. Okay, if digital read fifth 5, if the pin number 5 is getting high, which means there's some voltage on it, and which means that obviously someone has pressed the switch. What will happen? This code will execute digital read write to high, and as we all know, digital write is basically to set one pin high. Okay, which means pin number 2 will give us voltage 5 volt, and if we connect LED across that 5 volt, our LED is going to get glow. So which basically means our LED will be on. Okay, else what will happen? LED will be off. And what do you mean by this statement? Basically checking if fifth pin. Alright, so that's how the code is there, and let's compile it and let's see if it works or not. Okay, so I will just compile it first, and if we find any kind of error, we are going to correct it. Okay, so it's done compiling, which means our code is working, and let's upload it now. Okay, we are using COM 12, not 3. So after switching to COM 12, I think work. Alright, so it's uploading and it's working also. So let me show you how it's working. Okay, as you can see, this is what we have made. Alright, now if you can see that there's a button, and if I press this button, our LED will glow. So let me confirm that you are able to see or not. Okay, now you can see clearly. If I press this button, our LED is glowing. Okay, so this is basically the magic of our if else statement and how you can read the switch or any kind of other sensor. So this is our first sensor that we are using here. It's not just a switch, it's our first sensor. Okay, sensor that can sense pushing or push. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. Okay, now let me show you another magic trick. If you can see, what we can do is we can invert it. If I make it low like this, and if I make it high like this, what will happen? Let's see what will happen. Now as you can see that whenever I press this switch, the LED is turning on. But now see, after being uploaded this code, after this code will upload, you will witness something unusual. Okay, you might be thinking now that why we need ESP32, we can directly connect the switch to LED and we can use it. But let me show you what else we can do with it. Now what will happen? I guess what will happen? We have basically inverted the operation of our switch. First we were pressing the switch and LED was turning on. Now the LED is already on, but if we press the switch, it will be off. Okay, so that's something that you can't do without ESP32. Okay, let's add one more feature. Okay, let's add one more feature. Let's invert it again, and let's add delay here. Okay, delay. Let's put a delay of 3 seconds, 3000 milliseconds. All right, now let's see what will happen. Okay, it's being uploading. Okay, now you will see it's uploaded, right? But if I press the switch, the LED will be on for a certain period of time. Okay, so why that's happening? What we have done here is basically we put this condition, right? Checking if the fifth pin is getting 5 volt signal. So that's happening whenever we are going to press this button. But after that, the LED will get high, LED will be on, this one. Okay, then it's going to be on for 3 seconds. This will be on for 3 seconds. Okay, no matter you press the switch or not, if you leave the switch, it will be on for 3 seconds. Okay, then it will fade out, it will be low. Okay, so that's it for this video. Okay guys, so that's it for this video, and I hope you understood how you can use switch or button with your ESP32, how you can use it in your projects. So if you want to buy such components, just go to RoboSiddhi.shop. The sale is live now, the courses are live now. You can also purchase these premium courses on ESP32 on RoboSiddhi. Okay, so see you in another video. Goodbye, see you soon.